Hi, I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Discmakers. We all know that as artists and as music fans, we live in a streaming world. But you also know that in order to have any shot at paying any bills from your music, you have to sell something, right? Concert tickets, merch, and perhaps most importantly, your albums on CD and on vinyl. And there are 4 times during the year that you have the best opportunity to sell your music. I'm going to tell you what they are and then how to optimize your sales for those periods. Here are the 4 best times to sell your music. Number 1, before the holidays. In the old days, close to 40% of all annual music sales happened in the 6 weeks between Black Friday and Christmas. That number is not quite as high today, but the holidays are still the best time of year to sell music. Why? Well, maybe it's because as the weather gets colder, people tend to be inside more and listening to more music. Maybe it's because people love to give the gift of music, a CD or a record, to their relatives and friends in general, and the holiday season is the top gift-giving season of the year. Maybe it's because during the holiday season, people also love buying Christmas music to listen to. They increase their buys, which is why you see so many secular artists, Mariah Carey, Rod Stewart, Michael Bublé, James Taylor, on and on and on, putting out a Christmas album. Christmas music sells. Plus, even if you don't sell your CDs during the holidays, they still make for a great stocking stuffer. The next best time to sell your music is whenever you have a new album out. Let's face it, releasing an album is a special occasion. It just hits different from a digital single. So when you drop one, make sure you've got physical copies and that your fans can get them at your release party and on your website or Bandcamp page, and that you let them know. That combination of a new album, the promotion you do for that album, and the performances you do to support the album are sure to give you a revenue bump, whether you drop it in February or in August. But back to my first point, it is most true that you will sell the most when you drop that album before the holidays. Another great time to drop an album is before summer. That's because summer is the busiest touring time for most artists. There's tons of concerts and festivals happening, and that's where a ton of CDs and records are sold. So before you go on your summer tour, you need to stock up. And of course, if you tour in the spring or the fall or winter, you will also want to stock up on physical media before you hit the road. The final time of year that's a good time for artists to sell albums is during Record Store Day, which is usually in April. Unfortunately, however, this one is not for everyone, which is why I discuss it last. Yes, it's a fact that a ton of music is sold during Record Store Day, mostly vinyl, but also CDs. So kudos to the RSD organizers. They have made Record Store Day into a needle-moving event with music fans literally lining up outside stores to get first crack at their favorite releases. But here's the problem for you with Record Store Day. It is difficult to participate in when you're an independent artist who releases their own music, because you typically need traditional physical distribution to get your records into all those mom and pop stores. And unless you have a proven base of fans, that's almost impossible to do as a DIY artist. For that reason, Record Store Day is mostly a label event for artists who are signed to labels. However, as an artist, you can certainly go to the local independent record stores in your city and ask them if they will take your album on consignment for Record Store Day. Who knows, you may sell a few extra records. So there you have it. Turns out the best time to have a new record out is actually whenever you have a new album out, but especially before the holidays, right before summer, and then lastly for Record Store Day. And guess what? As it happens to be, the holidays are right around the corner. So here's a few tips to maximize your release for the holiday. Number 1, don't wait too long to place your order. If you're going to sell music during the holiday season, you don't want recording and mixing delays to push back your product release to late December. If you drop your album the second half of December, you will have missed most of your holiday selling window. Ideally, you want that album to be ready starting on or around Black Friday, or at the very latest by December 1st, in plenty of time to do some promotion, get the word out to your fans, and allow them to get your album in the mail well before Christmas. Now, our CD turn times are very fast. Depending on what you order, you can choose to get your CDs in 2 to 3 weeks for the lowest price, or in about a week for our standard turn time, or in as fast as 3 days for our priority service. So if you are running late with your mixdown, we can usually make something happen for you before the holidays. And we will publish our deadlines for each of these turn times on our website. Vinyl, however, is a different story. The fastest you can expect to get your vinyl order is in 6 to 8 weeks. And depending on your quantity and options, it can take 10 weeks or maybe even a bit more. That means that if you want to have any shot at getting vinyl before this holiday season, you're going to have to get your order in this next week. So if you've got your songs ready, get yourself into the studio ASAP, book your photographer, and start writing out those liner notes. If you need award-winning design, we have an amazing creative team that can create an awesome album cover quickly for you in about a week. And as you probably know, to get your album to sound its best, our Discmaker Sound Lab offers a great deal on optimizing your sound through mastering for about $49 a track. We're so confident that you will love our design and mastering that we guarantee your satisfaction. If we can't make you happy with your look or your sound, you pay nothing for the service. And we'll still be happy to make your discs for you. So, you ready to sell some music this holiday season? Give us a call. We'll get you going. Let's talk about your project. Our product specialists are ready to answer any questions you may have Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern at 1-800-468-9353. Let's do this.